The swinging 60s, the heyday of the mods with their loafers, wing mirror collections, and of course the compulsory parka. But where are they now? Scooter racing has been around in Britain for 30 years. It's a popular spectator sport in Italy, and some of today's motorcycle Grand Prix champions would have started their competitive careers on Vespas and Lambrettas. And if the thought of a vehicle originally designed as a shopping convenience for Italian grannies charging around a race circuit seems a bit silly to the uninitiated, beware. These competitors take it very seriously.
Looks like we've got a bit of flame, one of the rear wheel bearings, I think. We make just about everything ourselves. Scooter parts are readily available just about anywhere, and they're cheap to buy. It's a home-built engine using a lot of motorcycle special parts for reliability, and it's capable of putting out about 32 brake horsepower, possibly more, so it doesn't half go some. We just about make everything, Paul and I. You know, we do just about anything and everything.
Now, you're one of the organisers here at the Three Sisters circuit in Wigan today.
Yeah.
What can we expect to see this afternoon?
Well, you'll see some exciting racing for a start. You'll see classes for standard scooters, obviously tuned, and you'll see what we call the special scooters, which are machines that have got all the bodywork chopped off. The engines are highly modified, slightly similar to the sidecars. And then we've another class for automatics, which are the twist and go bikes that are on the road nowadays, and they're plentiful. And then we've got our smallest sidecar class, which is the Formula 90s. They're basically a Honda 90 engine grafted into a sidecar chassis. And then there's the sidecars themselves. So we've got quite a broad range of classes, you know, and there's a lot going on. Everybody seems to think that we're like the mods of the 60s with lights and mirrors. You know, you race a scooter and you've got lights and mirrors. It's a load of rubbish. I mean, it's not like that. You know, we're grown men doing a very professional thing in a professional sport.
But go on, were you a mod once?
Was I a mod, Paul?
Yep.
Yeah, I suppose I was, yeah.
This year saw the 50th anniversary of the Vespa, and UK sales of scooters are on the up. Now, is it because they're cheap to buy and run, easy to park, or is it because they're trendy?
I'm just addicted. Since 17, I've been addicted since 17.
It's like a time warp, you know, going back to the 70s.
I wouldn't like the trendy business. I mean, for the 70s I've been into scooters, so to me they're just part of my life.
There's always going to be the hardcore scooterists, and at the end of the day the trendy ones are going to fall off and we'll still all be there.
Most racing enthusiasts got involved after buying a scooter for transport, many back in the 60s. But some were motorcycle riders who changed to this sport to cut down on costs. You can get yourself a relatively standard Lambretta for £400 or £500, spend the same amount on an engine, and you've got yourself a competitive machine. If you want to go the whole hog, you can get yourself a sidecar combo as well. Fascinating me about today is the sidecars. I thought they'd be a piece bolted onto the side of a Lambretta.
Right, well, in the beginning, and around 1971, they were actually bolted onto a solo scooter. Then they started cutting the frames and they brought in aspects of safety, you know, basically raised up. These things now are really Formula 2 motorcycle outfits, all the ones you can see here today. And because of increased cornering speeds and people wanting to go fast, they became lower and lower and lower. Until we've got to the point now where we're using 13-inch wheels and chain drive. So you're going faster and faster around the corners.
But tell me the truth, didn't you originally wear a parka on a scooter?
Yes, I did.
You did? So you were a real mod, were you?
Yes, and a piece of fur at the back that got wet in the rain and smelt horribly.
Congratulations, Peter. What's that then, the Group 4 champion?
Yeah, it's only taken me 14 years to get there.
That must be a very sweet victory then.
It is, because a lot of the competitors around us, they're hard to beat on the best of days.
But you don't only compete, you also sell scooters as well, don't you?
Yes, it was a hobby. When I was 21, I took a career change, really. And from then on, I've just been involved with scooters.
How have they changed over the years?
Well, from the scooter from the 60s, which has always been associated with a mod, to today's machine, which are automatics, which are far easier to ride, cleaner, more reliable.
Could someone like me, who's never ridden a scooter before, and who's rather inspired by your victory, just get on one of those and go?
I should fully think so, yes.
Yeah. Can we give us a go?
Yeah. You can ride a push bike, you can ride one of these.
I can do that. All right, let's
problem.
give it a go. They say you never forget how to ride a bike. don't, but then I always did do it very slowly and very carefully. Whoa, there's a lot of poke in there. Now, back in the days of quadrophenia, the rockers would sneer at the mods and call their scooters hairdryers, but they didn't know the half of it. These things are brilliant fun, and they're a lot more vicious than they look.